The last part of the lesson is going to be adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. So after the students understand how to add and subtract fractions with like denominators and how to find common multiples, we are going to work on adding and subtracting fractions with unlike denominators. So we have two examples that we're going to work out. Our first example, 1/3 plus 1/6. The first thing we notice is that our denominators are not the same. So we have to find common denominators. We might be able to look at the problem and see 3 and 6, that you know that 3 times 2 would be 6, so that we could make 6 a common denominator. Our students may not see that right off the bat, so we will find the common multiples of 3 and 6. So the common multiples of 3, or the multiples of 3 would be 3, 6, 9, 12. And our multiples of 6 would be 6, 12, 18. And then we see that our lowest common multiple is 6 and 6. So our common denominator is going to be 6. The next step is knowing that whatever you do to the denominator, you also have to do to the numerator. So we know that we will have 6 in both of our denominators. In our first problem, to make 3 6, we had to multiply it by 2. So whatever we do here in the denominator, we know that we have to do here in the numerator. So we're going to multiply our numerator 1 by 2. So 2 times 1 equals 2. And in the second fraction, we already had 6, so we won't have to change it. So it'll be 1/6. So then, now that we have matching denominators, we can go ahead and add our numerators. So that will give us 3, 6. And our last step here, again, is to simplify. So we know that 3 will go into 3 and 3 will go into 6. So we'll divide by 3 and get 1/3 as our final answer. 1/3 is our final answer. Okay, and in our second equation, we have 5 6 minus 2/9. So our first step again is going to be to find the least common multiples of our denominators 6 and 9. So we'll start with the multiples of 6, which are 6, 12, 18. And our common multiples of 9 are 9, 18, 27. So we see that our least common multiple here is going to be 18. So we'll take that back to our second problem and put equals. We know that both of our denominators are going to be 18. So we go back to our problem. We know whatever we do here in the denominator, we have to do here in the numerator. So to get 6 to 18, we're going to multiply it by 3. So we multiplied 6 by 3 in our denominator. We have to multiply 5 by 3 in our numerator. So we have 15/18. Okay, and then we're going to move to our second fraction. To make 9/18, we're going to have to multiply it by 2. So whatever we do in our denominator, we're going to again do in our numerator. So here we're going to have 4/18. So we'll subtract 15, subtract 4 is 11. So we have 11/18, which you cannot simplify 11/18. So our final answer is 11/18.